If you have a medical condition that prevents you from working, you may qualify for Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI. But the application process has specific requirements, and knowing what you need before you start can be the difference between an approval and a denial. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to apply, what to gather, and what to expect after you submit. First, let's talk about who qualifies. SSDI has two main requirements. The first is a work history requirement. You need enough work credits, which you earn by working and paying Social Security taxes. The number of credits you need depends on your age when you become disabled. For most people under 62, you need 40 credits total, with 20 earned in the last 10 years. Younger workers need fewer. The second requirement is medical. Your condition must be expected to last at least 12 months or result in death, and it must prevent you from doing Substantial Gainful Activity, SGA, which in 2026 means you can't earn more than $1,620 per month. To apply for SSDI, you go to disability.ssa.gov, that's Social Security's dedicated disability application portal. The online application is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It typically takes 1 to 2 hours to complete. You can also apply by calling Social Security at 1-800-772-1213 or by visiting your local Social Security field office in person. Whichever method you use, apply as soon as possible after your disability begins. There's a 5-month waiting period before benefits start, and benefits can only be paid going back 12 months before your application date. Before you sit down to apply, gather your documents. Having everything ready up front prevents delays and helps SSA make a faster decision. You'll need your Social Security number, proof of age like a birth certificate, your medical records, doctor reports, hospital records, test results, a list of your doctors and contact information, information about your work history for the past 15 years, and your W-2s or tax returns if you were self-employed. You'll also fill out forms describing how your condition affects your daily activities. Be thorough and honest here, because this information directly affects your case. One thing many people underestimate is how many work credits they need and what the SGA limit means in practice. If you're working part-time and earning under $1,620 a month in 2026, you may still be eligible while working a limited amount. But if you earn above that threshold, SSA generally considers you not disabled regardless of your medical condition. The blind limit is higher, $2,700 per month. And remember, work credits are based on your lifetime earnings record, not just recent years, so check your Social Security statement at ssa.gov/myaccount to see exactly where you stand. After you submit your application, here's what happens. SSA first reviews your application for basic eligibility, work credits, SGA, citizenship status. If you pass that initial review, your case goes to your state's Disability Determination Services Office, known as DDS. DDS reviews your medical records, may request additional records from your doctors, and sometimes schedules a consultative examination with an independent doctor at SSA's expense. The average time for an initial DDS decision is around 3 to 6 months, though some cases can take longer. Here's the number that surprises most people: only about 22% of SSDI applicants are approved at the initial application level. That means more than 3 out of 4 applicants receive a denial on their first try. This is not unusual, it's almost the norm. If you're denied, do not give up. You have the right to appeal, and approval rates climb significantly at the reconsideration and hearing levels. Many people who are ultimately approved were initially denied. The key is to appeal promptly. You have 60 days from the denial notice to request reconsideration. Should you hire a disability attorney? For most people, yes, and it typically costs you nothing upfront. SSDI attorneys work on a contingency fee. They only get paid if you win, and their fee is capped by law at 25% of your back pay, up to a maximum of $7,200. So if you're denied and you're heading to a hearing, having an experienced attorney dramatically improves your chances and costs you nothing unless you win. Many disability law firms offer free consultations and will evaluate your case at no cost. If you believe you qualify for SSDI, apply now. There's no benefit to waiting. In fact, waiting costs you potential back pay and delays your Medicare eligibility, which begins 24 months after your SSDI approval date. Gather your documents, go to disability.ssa.gov, and start your application today. If you get denied, appeal it. Persistence is what separates those who ultimately receive benefits from those who don't.